Welcome back to STRIVECast.
Season 3, Episode 1.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Season 3, Episode 1. Welcome back, everybody, to this show that is in its 3rd season. Oh my God, can you believe it?
Yeah.
How do we feel about Season 3, guys? Are we excited?
Oh, yes, a lot of new people to
Is excited. Yes, we got a lot of new people we're going to interview. We got some new segments. Jeff, you've got a new segment, right?
Yes, I do.
What's your new segment this season?
Ask Jeff.
Ask Jeff. You ready to answer some questions?
Sure, it's not very hard.
It's not very hard. I'm excited to hear your sage words of advice to our listeners and viewers. And Noel's got a new segment. Noel, what's your segment going to be?
poetry.
Reading poetry.
Or also known as Noeletry.
Brian's idea is to call it Noeletry. I'm excited to hear some of your poetry, Noel, both original works and some of your favorite ones from writers too, right?
Oh, yes.
And of course, we've got Susies Q's.
That's right. Woohoo!
Okay.
Should we introduce ourselves?
I think we should.
Okay. Susie, you want to go first?
Well, my name is Susie Claire, and I am a producer.
All right.
From a producer, actually, and my co-host, co-producer, but here comes my girl, Whit, and she is a producer too.
Okay.
That's right. Whitney's here. Hey, Whitney.
All right. How about our hosts?
Yeah. Who are the hosts?
No Paul Thompson.
And
And?
Jennifer White.
Jennifer Wright. Huh. No, I think his name is Jeff, not Jennifer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeff, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Jeff.
Awake, alert, enthusiastic. Season 3 takes off right where Season 2 left off. All right. Ryan, how about you?
And I'm the sound and video engineer.
Yep.
All right. And Olivia?
Hi, everybody. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Pete.
There he is. Gang's all here.
Podcast family.
Are you sick of us yet? Maybe.
Hey, Whitney.
Hi, Jeff.
And hi to all our listeners and viewers. Thanks for sticking with us for 2+ seasons.
You are
Hey,
really
Olivia.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
So our guests today are two very awesome friends of Strive, Chris Harper and Liana Marks, who work at Whole Children out in Western Mass, an agency similar to Strive.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're excited to chat with them and hear all the awesome work that Whole Children does, and just hear their take on this field that we work in and all love so much. So excited to chat with them. Anything else we want to chat about in the intro? Jeff, you just look so ready for Season 3. You guys ready for the show?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Bring it on.
Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be.
We'll be right back.
Please welcome Chris and Liana from Whole Children. Yay!
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining
coming
us.
on the show.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Let's jump right in.
Let's jump right in, yeah.
Noel, you want to kick it off?
Noel, you got the first question?
Yes, I do.
All right.
It is tell us about Whole Children. What does your organization do?
Liana, you want to take that?
Sure. Yeah, so we work for a place called Whole Children and Milestones. That's the adult program. And it's in Hadley, Massachusetts. And we are like a community center. We run a lot of different programs, some after school classes ranging from like art to theater to exercise classes and everything in between. And we serve school age kids, so like from 8 all the way up to adult age, from like into the 20s, 30s. So lots of different cool classes that we do there. Did I miss anything, Chris?
Okay.
Nailed it. Awesome. Jeff, you ready with your first question? Looking very pensive today.
I'm actually very tired.
Oh, okay. You ready for your first
Try to
question?
do a little like podcast here. You want to try to jump in?
What are each of your jobs?
Great question. I manage the Milestones Day program, so that's our adult program, and I also teach a few of the whole children classes. I'm in a rock band, no big deal.
No big deal.
And I also do some theater, and I teach some of our sexuality classes. We have a dating class and a boundaries and relationships class, so I do a little bit of that.
So cool.
And I'm one of the teachers for all those things Chris listed. So Chris is my manager, and I also I'm the art teacher. I work for the Milestones Day program, so I'm one of the staff for our adults there. And then also I do a lot of the sexuality curriculum as well. So I teach the boundaries and relationships class, which we have every Wednesday, and we've been doing it on Zoom, so that's been cool. Yeah, and then occasionally you'll see me helping out at a dance, DJing or dancing on the dance floor. So we wear many hats at our job.
No, we can't relate to that at STRIVECast. Very unlike our. Yeah. So
Noel, back to you, my friend.
yeah, Noel, you got this.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Ooh, my favorite part of my job is that I get to hang out with some of the best people, and I get to basically be a part of all the fun classes and programs that we do. So that's the best.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, I would agree with Chris. I mean, I feel real lucky every day that my job is different every day, especially obviously when we're in the building, you know, it's never the same day, different things going on. Some days we get to go bowling with our participants. Some days we get to do fun classes. So it's always really exciting. I love our crew, and even just driving around with them, going to do our laundry and us all singing in the car together. It's just like, always fun.
Can't beat that. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Great. All right, Jeff, over to you. The flip side of that question.
Oh boy.
What is the most challenging part of your job?
The most challenging part of my job, I think it's also something that I really like about my job, but I think it's finding different ways to make our classes work for everyone. So we have people of all different abilities, and they're all in the same class. So sometimes it's hard to make that class work for everyone, but it's also kind of an exciting part of the job.
Yeah, I would agree with Chris that for me, if I have an idea in my head of how I want a class to go, and then it starts going differently, having to think on your feet, change things up kind of without a lot of notice. So that can be tricky sometimes if you want something to go one way and then it starts to go another, especially right now during COVID times. We're online, there's technology issues, you know, you just got to go with the flow. And that's been a lesson I've really taken from all this. It happens in person, but also right now when we're online.
Yeah.
During the STRIVEcast, we go with the flow all the time.
Going with the flow.
Yeah. Great points. All right, Noel, back to you.
How is COVID-19 impact whole children?
All right. So basically our whole program right now is done on Zoom. So we're not doing anything in person. All of our classes and meetings are all on Zoom. That's the biggest change. So sometimes we don't get to see some of our participants who we were seeing 5 days a week, we're only getting to see for maybe an hour, which is hard. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. Liana, do you have stuff to add?
No, I was going to say the same thing, not being able to see everybody as much as we used to, having our classes online and teaching online has been tricky. And yeah, just like adapting to this new style of learning and teaching and interacting with each other is a really big change. And our community's a little bit broken up in that way, because we're used to all being in the same building, seeing each other, having, downtime together, and we're not really doing that as much.
Jeff and Noel, you guys can definitely relate to that, right? Having to switch everything to being on Zoom, right?
Oh, yes.
Big change, right?
Big change. We've all adapted. Jeff, back to you.
Tell us about the sex
Education
course.
Love to. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So at Whole Children and Milestones, we have another program, which is where all our sexuality classes happen, and it's called Whole Selves. Lots of names for everything we do. And, it started with a boundaries and relationships class, which is kind of like a general sex ed class for adults 18 and up. And we focus on relationships, whether it's friendship, family relationships, dating, serious relationships. We kind of cover all those things that happen in our life. We talk about like our personal experiences with them. We answer questions that our students might have. And Chris has been in the organization longer than me, but it's really developed from this one class into now this huge curriculum that we're trying to put online. Well, it is online actually, but we're trying to get it out to a lot of different people so they can use it in schools. So more people have access to it, and it's really cool. I love it. I think it's really interesting. And Chris actually does a lot of our dating classes too. So when there's a couple in our program or who comes to our programs and they maybe are like, maybe they're not having issues, but maybe they are, and they just want to talk about it, dating class would be like an awesome thing for them to do. So we have a lot of different options for different people.
And the programs start, so Liana's talking about our programs for adults, but we also have the growing up classes, which are for younger kids, elementary age, going through puberty and stuff like that. So it starts really at the basics and then it goes all the way through.
Wow, that's so incredible. Very comprehensive.
Extremely comprehensive.
Spanning the lifespan, you need it from start to finish. That's so cool. And just amazing that you guys put that together. Is there like a website or like way we can spread the word about the curriculum if it's online,
I think it's wholeselves.org.
Okay.
Find it there. There's a lot of information about the different topics we cover, how we break it down. And like Chris said, there's stuff for younger kids, and then you can kind of see how it goes as we grow up. You can see how the topics change, which is cool.
That's so cool. All right, well, we'll definitely plug that throughout the rest of this Symphony episode. Yeah, link in bio.
And I'll be home.
So now, guys, it's time for the what, Noel and Jeff? We finished the interview. Time for the lightning round. So, Noel, would you like to go first in the lightning round since we're occupied? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you, not if you, do you like snow or not snow?
Not snow.
Not snow. Not a fan. I think it's pretty, but the minute I have to interact with it, I'm out.
Such a good point. Yeah.
Noel,
you want to do another lightning round question? Go ahead.
I think Jeff's ready to go.
Okay.
What is your favorite fall tree?
There you go.
Oh, favorite fall tree?
You ever been asked that
Well,
before, Chris?
I've never been asked that. I've also never even thought about that. But I'm going to go with maple tree.
Love that.
And I'm going to go with a beautiful orange-red mixed tree.
Any variety.
Yeah, any leaf.
Variety, as long as the colors are popping, I'm there.
Same. Love it.
Okay,
Ready?
let's see.
On it.
I'm gonna say, if you were in your favorite TV show, what character do you like to be?
Didn't know.
Wow.
Wow.
Hard hitting.
That is a hard question. TV show. Could it be a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Hands down.
Hands locked in. Done.
No question. Done.
How can I follow that answer?
No.
I guess I would be, oh boy. I mean, I watch a lot of reality TV, so maybe I would go for one of the shows where people really have a lot of money and experience that for a day, what it really feels like to be very wealthy, maybe a Real Housewife.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to
Western
gang.
Mass.
Yeah.
Love it. Great question, Noel. Haven't
Thank
done
you.
that one before.
Yeah.
Jeff, back to you.
What's your favorite sea animal?
Favorite sea animal? My favorite sea animal is the blue whale.
Okay.
Do you guys know that they are the length of 3 school buses?
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. I just learned that fact.
And I guess mine would probably be an octopus because they are very smart and they get into a lot of tricky situations and they get out of them pretty easily. So they're sneaky little buggers.
And they have 12 hearts.
They have 12 hearts.
Oh my gosh, another sea creature
I'm
fact.
going to do a fact check on that really quick.
We might have a sea creature segment here on the STRIVECast.
We don't spread fake news. Octave.
All right, Noel, back to you.
Okay.
Last one from you, I think.
One.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh boy.
What is your favorite utensil like you like to use, like a drawing thing or painting thing?
Oh, for art?
Oh, favorite art utensil?
Love it.
I like
Okay.
that.
As a non-artist, I'm just gonna go with the classic paintbrush.
Love it. Classic.
Well, I too was going to say paintbrush. I do really like to do watercolor. I've been doing pottery and I'm enjoying glazing my pieces with a paintbrush. So they come in handy for a lot of different reasons.
Great answer.
I wouldn't say no to a pencil if it was handed to me.
Couldn't turn it down. Couldn't.
Tell us your best joke.
Oh,
Joke.
Oh my gosh, you didn't warn us about this.
Yes, about this.
Okay, all right.
Chris has some good jokes though.
I'm gonna think, those popsicle stick jokes. I gotta have a few of those in my. Okay, all right. What did the dentist give to the marching band?
Ooh. Jeff, Noel, thoughts?
Who?
Or what?
Who's done first?
A tuba toothpaste.
One.
I've heard that one before. That's funny.
Wow. Okay,
That's
mine
the one.
is,
I'm crying.
how do you get Pikachu onto a bus?
Ooh.
Oh, not Twitter.
Who you Pokemon?
Pokemon.
That's a niche joke for
Good one.
Jeff was into that. Yeah, sorry, Noel, that was not a true or false question. It was just a joke. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it and just love the work that Milestones and Whole Children do. So we're glad to be able to spread the word.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys. It was fun.
Yeah, when it's over.
All right. Oh, sorry. I just made my whole screen bad. All right, Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be
right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
listeners like you.
Listeners like Noel.
Like you.
And who are we shouting out this week?
Kevin Murphy.
Kevin Murphy.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Kevin Murphy. Strive's August Employee of the Month. Don't forget. So shout out to Kevin and thanks for listening. Right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Kevin.
Jeff, we'll be
right back.
All right, we're back and it's time for
Susies Q.
Go for it.
Want to sing your theme song?
Susies Q. Susies Q. Everyone likes Susies Q.
Yeah. All right. What are our cues about today?
Well, four fun facts. True or false?
All right. One of our favorite formats. All facts, true or false.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
We are in a team.
Okay. Number one.
Number one. Weight gain in the fall may be from a lack of vitamin D.
Okay, true or false? Weight gain in the fall may be from a lack of vitamin D. Is that true or false?
Pete, that's going to be false.
False.
Rings in right immediately with false. Okay.
I'll forgive.
False.
I think I will go with the letter T.
Noel's going with true. All right. And lady.
I'm going to say true.
All right. This is true.
Oh, wow.
Researchers believe that weight gain in the fall may be due to the lack of vitamin D. Researchers have found that the lack of vitamin D reduces fat breakdown and triggers fat storage. So the lack of sunlight has more to do with the extra gain, all the pumpkin spice lattes and apple pies. Heard it here first.
All right. Gonna bulk up.
Okay.
Number two. Fall colors are caused by the amount of water in leaves.
Okay. We were just talking about this last night at the office. Fall colors are caused by the amount of water in leaves. Is that true or false?
If you,
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Fall colors are caused by the amount of water in leaves. Or false?
True. Locked in.
I'll go with true.
Okay.
Thoughts.
Saying false.
I'll say true. Locked in, Pete.
All right. Jeff is locked in. Everybody else with Olivia?
False.
Okay. Susie?
True.
Okay. It is false.
Yes.
The fall colors of leaves are actually there all year, just under the surface. Chlorophyll,
Wow.
which gives
Yep,
the
chlorophyll.
vivid green light color, turns light into energy. With less sun in the fall, chlorophyll breaks down, letting the reds, yellows, and oranges show, including a very beautiful orange tree at our office.
That's right.
Okay. Not a tree of oranges, but a tree with orange leaves.
Yeah.
Coming to pick our oranges. All right, Susie.
3.
Back with number 3.
Monarch butterflies communicate with birds.
Okay. Monarch butterflies migrate south like birds.
But can you say that again?
Unmute really quick again. Yeah.
Yep. Monarch butterflies migrate south like birds. Is that true or false?
True or false?
Pete, so that's going to be true. Locked in.
Okay, here we go. Jeff is on it. He's got the game show rules down pat. Noel is
What letter is that?
signing F, I think, for false.
True.
All right. Let's see. Who else we got to go? Ladies, I think.
True.
Wits and true. Susie?
True.
Okay, it is true.
Yeah.
Monarch butterflies fly south from America to Mexico and parts of California, traveling at speeds of between 12 and 25 miles per hour.
Wow.
They are the only insect that migrates up to 2,500 miles for nicer weather.
Smart insects.
And
Yep.
Susie, you got number 4?
4.
Number 4.
One in USA, corrupt in Canada to people call the new season fall. I was say autumn.
Okay. Is that true or false that only in the USA and Canada do people
Here
call
we go.
the new season fall? The others say autumn. Is that true or false?
Pete, I'm going to say true to that one. Locked
True.
in. True.
Jeff,
Locked in,
locked
Pete.
in? Are you sure, Jeff?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Final answer?
Yes.
Locked in. All right. Noel goes with false because Jeff says true. All right. Ryan?
It goes true.
Ryan's got true, so the gentlemen are split. Ladies?
I'm going to say true.
True.
Izzy says true. Whitney says also
I
true.
never thought about this, but I think it's true as well.
If you said true, you are right.
Yeah.
English word.
Got it in the bag.
Others are diaper, which others call nappy, and gasoline, which others call petrol. So
I didn't hear the beginning part of that, so when you said diapers, I was wondering if that's what other people call fall.
no, that's diapers is another example. Like gasoline, they call petrol.
True.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, now he's in.
You got it, Noel. You're right. Okay, so that looks like about 50 points for everyone, and yet another tie here on Susie's Q's. Susie, you want to do an outro song?
Oh, we already did the last one.
That was the last one.
Yes, I will. Susies kids. Susies kids. Everyone wants Susies kids. And we love them, girls. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Susie.
Jeff will be.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
Ask Jeff.
Ask Jeff.
First time ever is Ask Jeff. And our first question for Ask Jeff comes from Tina in the 207. She did not specify where, but somewhere in the 207 area code. Tina writes, it's sort of a two-part question. Number one, what's the thing that you have learned? What's the one thing that you have learned from doing the STRIVEcast for 2 years? And who is your favorite guest? So let's take them one at a time. Jeff, what's the one thing you've learned from doing the STRIVEcast?
The one thing by doing the podcast is seeing all my friends, and I like seeing their smiling faces.
Okay. And have you learned anything from doing it?
What I've learned is about communication and self-discipline.
Wow.
Oh,
Ask Jeff is off to a 10-star review here. All right, love it. And then part 2, Mr. Communication and Self-Discipline. Who has been your favorite guest?
My favorite guest.
Oh, you can name a couple if you want, since we've had now about 100 guests.
Yes, probably Kevin and
A recent guest, Kevin on the Roof.
Kevin on the Roof.
Yes, and the guy from the Portland Sea Dogs.
Chris Cameron
Yes.
in season 1.
Yes.
Or
One of our very first.
He might have been the first.
No, I think Shannon was right up
So we
there.
had Lori, I thought.
And also Kevin Moss as well.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Jennifer is one of them too.
Anybody else want to chime in on that? Anything they've learned from the STRIVEcast, or?
What have you learned, Noel?
It's a learning process.
It sure is a learning process.
How well we did everything.
And what we can do better.
Yeah. I also like the basketball person.
Dewan Eubanks?
And the voice. We interviewed a voice one at Strive.
Yep, the voice that we interviewed, both the voice of the Maine Mariners and the voice of the Portland.
Yes, I was going to mention the main Mariner, it's a goalie that we interviewed.
That was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's been our first Ask
Well,
Jeff.
I was gonna say that for the STRIVEcast, I've come a long way helping get edited podcasts and have them sound and look as great as they can.
Yeah.
And also, I guess one of my favorite guests is like my brother Jeff when we had him on earlier this year for the Cape Cod clippings.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So
I
many
liked
great
a lot of them other ones, but I think another one I have to say I really like. I like the Kevin on the Roof one.
Yeah, that was
Kevin on the Roof though.
There's another one we forgot to mention.
What, Noel?
Another one you liked?
Angus Kane.
Yeah, great episode. Let's do that again sometime. That was so fun.
And Sarah Gideon.
And Sarah Gideon, yeah. Great choices, guys. All right.
Jeff, anything else for your segment today?
Was that Pete?
Anything else you'd like to say in your segment?
Yes. I see right now. I see a reindeer in the backyard right now.
Reindeer. Oh.
I mean, just a regular deer.
Yes, it's a regular deer.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
So it's not a doe.
Could be a deer.
Maybe. All right, Jeff will
Oh,
be.
a deer.
We'll be right back.
We're back.
Oh, welcome back to Noeletry.
Noeletry, new segment. Noel, are you going to recite your own poetry today or somebody else's?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's hear it.
Something you've written before, or is this live
This
up?
is the No Thompson original.
Ooh.
Let's hear it.
Okay. It could be a poetry and it comes with a riddle too.
Poetry with a riddle. My favorite.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. There is a boy who likes to slide down a piece of snow. But where do you see the snow, little boy? I don't know. But when the time comes, don't let him fall down the big steep hill and not to slip on a piece of brick. But the brick can't go down if the boy is sliding down the mountain up Mount Katahdin, but the Mount Katahdin didn't go with him. But he slid down and he saw some skiers. Then he made it down the lodge. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It was both poetry and a riddle.
I feel like we should snap or something, you know, like it's like a
Yeah.
Poetry Sam. Noel, tell us what that poem was about.
I
Well,
just
we're
made
supposed to
it up.
figure that's the riddle.
Well, it must have a meaning behind it, right? So what do you think the meaning behind that was?
Common sense.
Common sense.
Watch out for bricks while you're sliding.
Watch out for bricks when you're sledding, right? Down Mount Katahdin.
Yeah.
I love it. That was amazing.
I like this new segment.
Me too. Nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Like you're onto something.
Yeah.
Anything else, Noel, from you?
God bless America.
God bless America.
All right, then Jeff will be in a
We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
This time around.
He's finally awake.
Brought to you around by this time around.
I'm around for another one of our auction sponsors this year of our annual auction coming October 21st through the 28th online. So can't wait to see you there. So thanks to This Time Around for sponsoring the auction yet again this year. We appreciate your continued support. Right, guys?
It's a company, but we don't know what company.
Oh, yes.
LLC.
Thanks this time around, and you can check out more details about the Strive auction at pslstrive.org/auction. Thanks.
Jeff?
What?
Will be.
Oh, we'll be right back.
All right, and we're back, and I have some bloopers that I would like to share from season 2.
Welcome to the STRIVECast.
Season 2, episode 24 to 23.
Just 23, yay!
24.
Welcome back, yay!
No, stop. Let's do it right.
Yeah, let's do it right.
23.
Not 24.
Brian, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I do want to sneeze. Hold on. So, Jeff, you're going to say your ad here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
The Strivecast.
The podcast is brought to you by
Nobby.
You're close.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
Listen like you.
Oh, your segment.
Welcome back to the STRIVECast. Mary.
Strive.
Welcome back to STRIVECast.
Nope. STRIVECast is brought to you by.
Welcome to Caroline Andrew.
No. Kid.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
yeah.
what?
Cut. No.
Welcome back to the Strive. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
STRIVECast is brought to you by.
Hold on. Can we start that over?
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time to wrap it up.
Yep. Wrap up the everything.
Yep, wrap.
Knock off the knock it offs. Wrap it up.
Let's wrap up the show. So thank you so much to Chris and Liana from Whole Children for coming on to the STRIVEcast. We really appreciate it. And just so cool to hear about an agency similar to Strive doing awesome work out in Western Mass. That it's really cool what they're able to do and the impact they're able to have on their community.
Is that near UMass?
I think it is near UMass. Yeah, good question though.
My cousin Joey went to college in UMass.
Cool.
And so did my Uncle Mike.
Wow. Learn something new every day, guys. Thanks to Ryan, our sound and video engineer, for putting the show together and making us sound good. Thanks to our producers, Whitney and Susie, for helping book our guests. Susie, I know we had some sound trouble with you today. Want to quickly say bye to everybody?
Bye, guys.
Bye, Susie. All right, and we'll catch you guys next time.